Hello, my friends. This is Joey. Welcome back to EnglishSpeakEz. So, I want to ask you something. Have you ever been in a conversation where someone asked for your opinion and you just froze? Maybe your mind went blank, or maybe you knew what you wanted to say in your own language, but the English words just disappeared. You're not alone. I've been there too. When I first started learning English, I remember sitting in a coffee shop with some classmates. Someone asked me, "What do you think about this movie?" And I just stared. I had opinions. I had thoughts. But I couldn't find the words. I felt so frustrated. I thought, why can't I just say what I feel? Here's what I want you to know today. This is a safe space. No one is judging you here. It's just you and me. And today, we're going to practice something really important, something that will help you join conversations more confidently. We're going to learn how to express simple opinions in English. By the end of our time together, you'll learn how to say what you think clearly and naturally. You'll know how to agree or disagree politely. You'll be able to give reasons for your opinions. And most importantly, you'll feel more comfortable sharing your thoughts in English. You can do this today, right here, with me. Take a breath. Relax your shoulders. Let's begin. Okay, so let me tell you about Maria. She's a student from Colombia, and she once told me something that really stayed with me. She said, "Joey, I understand English when I listen. I can read pretty well, but when someone asks me what I think, I panic. I say yes or no and nothing else. I feel like a child. Maybe you felt the same. Maybe you've been in a meeting or talking with friends and you wanted to say more, but you didn't know how. That's completely normal. It happens to learners all around the world, from Brazil to Japan, from Egypt to Poland. Everyone feels this way at some point. Here's something I want to bust right now. A myth. Many learners think, I need perfect grammar before I can share my opinion. No, that's not true. Native speakers make mistakes all the time. What matters is that you communicate your idea. That's it. Progress over perfection, always. Let me explain something simple. Your brain is like a muscle. When you repeat phrases, when you practice expressing opinions, your brain gets stronger. It becomes faster. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to practice. Daily listening, daily repeating. That's what builds confidence. Not grammar drills, not memorizing rules, just real practice with real phrases. I'll tell you about my own journey. When I was improving my English, I made a list, a simple list of opinion phrases. I put it on my phone. Every day I looked at it. I said the phrases out loud, even when I was alone, even when I felt silly, and slowly something changed. The phrases became automatic. I didn't have to think anymore. They just came out naturally. Now here's something interesting. Different cultures express opinions differently. In some cultures, people are very direct. I don't like this. In other cultures, people are softer, more indirect. Well, maybe it's not my favorite. English can do both. And today, I'll show you how to choose what feels right for you. Remember this. The habit matters more than the method. If you listen to this episode once, you'll learn something. But if you listen tomorrow and shadow the phrases and practice answering the questions I give you, you'll actually improve. You'll feel the difference. Trust the process. You're doing great. Keep going with me. All right, now we get to the heart of it. Let's learn some expressions. real expressions that native speakers use every single day. I'm going to group them by situation so you can see how they work in real life. First, let's start with the basics. Simple ways to say what you think. Imagine you're watching a TV show with a friend. The episode ends. Your friend turns to you and says, "So, what did you think?" Here's what you can say. "I think it's interesting." Say it with me. "I think it's interesting." Again. "I think it's interesting." Good. This is the most common way to share an opinion. I think. You can use it for almost anything. "I think the weather is nice today." "I think this coffee is too strong." "I think we should leave early." "I think she's a good teacher." See? It works everywhere. One common mistake. Some learners say "I'm thinking" instead of "I think." Remember, for opinions, we usually use "I think," not "I'm thinking." "I'm thinking" means your brain is working right now. "I think" means this is your opinion. Here's a memory tip. Think of "I think" as your opinion starter. Every time you want to share what's in your mind, start with "I think." Now, let's add another one. "In my opinion, it's really good." Say it with me. "In my opinion, it's really good." One more time. "In my opinion, it's really good." Excellent. This phrase sounds a bit more formal. You might use it at work or when you want to sound more serious. "In my opinion, we need more time." "In my opinion, this plan won't work." "In my opinion, he's the best candidate." "In my opinion, the book is better than the movie." It's strong, it's clear, and it shows confidence. Let me tell you something. When you say "in my opinion," people listen. It signals that you're about to share something important. So use it when you really want to make your point. Now here's a softer way. Sometimes you don't want to sound too strong. Maybe you're not totally sure. Or maybe you just want to be gentle. "I feel like it's a bit boring." Say it slowly. "I feel like it's a bit boring." Again. "I feel like it's a bit boring." Nice. "I feel like" is more personal, more emotional. "I feel like we should wait." "I feel like something's wrong." "I feel like he doesn't understand me." "I feel like this color is better." It's warm, it's honest, and it's very natural in spoken English. Here's a cultural note. In English-speaking countries, people often say "I feel" even when they're talking about thoughts, not emotions. It makes the opinion sound less aggressive, more friendly. So if you want to sound kind and open, use "I feel like." You're doing so well. Keep going. Now let's talk about agreeing. When someone shares an opinion and you think the same thing, what do you say? Imagine your coworker says, "I think this meeting is too long," and you agree completely. "I agree with you." Say it with me. "I agree with you." Again, "I agree with you." Perfect. Simple and direct. "I agree with you." "I agree with her." "I agree with them." "I agree with what you said." "I agree with that idea." This is your go-to phrase for agreement. It's polite. It's clear. And everyone understands it immediately. But sometimes you want to show even more enthusiasm. You want to say, "Yes, exactly, me too. I think so too." Say it. "I think so too." One more time. "I think so too." Great. This one feels warm and connected. Someone says, "I think we should take a break." You say, "I think so too." Someone says, "I think this restaurant is amazing." You say, "I think so too." It's like saying, "We're on the same page." And here's one more for agreement, a really natural one. "That's true." Say it with me. "That's true." Again, "That's true." Good. You'll hear this everywhere. Someone says something and you respond, "That's true." It's quick, it's easy, and it keeps the conversation flowing. That's true. I didn't think about that. That's true. You're right. That's true. We should be more careful. Okay, now, what about when you don't agree? This is where many learners feel nervous. They think, if I disagree, I'll sound rude. But that's not true. You can disagree politely. Let me show you how. Picture this. Your friend says, I think summer is the best season, but you prefer winter. Here's what you can say. I don't think so. Say it gently. I don't think so. Again, I don't think so. Nice. This is soft disagreement. You're not saying you're wrong. You're just saying, I have a different opinion. I don't think so. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think it will work. I don't think we have enough time. It's polite, and it opens the door for discussion. Now here's an even gentler way. When you want to disagree but stay really polite. I'm not sure about that. Say it with me. I'm not sure about that. One more time. I'm not sure about that. Excellent. This phrase is beautiful because it's so diplomatic. You're not saying no directly. You're saying maybe, but I have doubts. I'm not sure about that plan. I'm not sure about this color. I'm not sure about his decision. I'm not sure about going tonight. It gives space for conversation. It keeps things friendly. Here's something important. In English, we often soften our disagreements. We don't usually say you're wrong directly unless we're very comfortable with someone or we're in a serious debate. Instead, we use phrases like these. It's part of English communication culture. Being polite and respectful, even when you disagree. You're doing great. Stay with me. Now let's learn how to explain why you think something. Giving reasons makes your opinion stronger and clearer. Imagine someone asks, why do you like that book? Here's a perfect structure. I like it because it's exciting. Say it with me. I like it because it's exciting. Again. I like it because it's exciting. Good. Because is your reason word. I think we should leave because it's getting late. I agree with you because you make good points. I don't like this movie because it's too slow. I feel like we should wait because we need more information. See how it works. Opinion first, then because, then your reason. Sometimes you want to sound a bit more formal or thoughtful. Here's another way. The reason is, it's more convenient. Say it slowly. The reason is, it's more convenient. One more time. The reason is, it's more convenient. Nice. This phrase adds weight to your opinion. The reason is, I have more experience with this. The reason is, it saves us time. The reason is, it's safer this way. The reason is, I've tried it before. When you use this, people understand you've thought carefully about your opinion. And here's one more for explaining, a really useful one. That's why I think it's important. Say it with me. That's why I think it's important. Again, that's why I think it's important. Perfect. You can use this after you've explained something. For example, learning English opens many doors. That's why I think it's important. Or, practice makes you confident. That's why I think it's important to speak every day. It connects your reason to your conclusion beautifully. Let me give you a real-life example. Imagine you're in a team meeting at work. Your boss asks, should we launch the new product now or wait? Here's how you could respond using what we've learned. In my opinion, we should wait. The reason is we haven't finished all the testing yet. I feel like rushing could cause problems. That's why I think we need 2 more weeks. See? You shared your opinion clearly. You gave a reason. You sounded professional and thoughtful. That's the power of these phrases. One common mistake I hear? Some learners say, I think because. No. Don't put because right after I think. Instead, say your full opinion first, then add because. I think we should go because it's a good opportunity. Not I think because it's a good opportunity we should go. Okay. Opinion first, then because, then reason. You're doing amazing. Keep believing in yourself. Now let's practice everything together. This is your turn. Take a breath. Relax. I'm going to give you some sentences to shadow. Start slowly, then we'll build up. Remember, mistakes mean progress. Just do your best. Ready? Say it with me. I think it's a good idea. Slowly now. I think it's a good idea. Again, a bit faster. I think it's a good idea. Good. In my opinion, we should try something new. Take your time. In my opinion, we should try something new. One more time. In my opinion, we should try something new. Excellent. I feel like this is the right choice. Say it with me. I feel like this is the right choice. Again. I feel like this is the right choice. Perfect. I agree with you completely. Nice and clear. I agree with you completely. One more time. I agree with you completely. Great job. I think so too. That makes sense. Say it naturally. I think so too. That makes sense. Again. I think so too. That makes sense. Beautiful. I'm not sure about that plan. Gently now. I'm not sure about that plan. One more time. I'm not sure about that plan. Well done. I don't think so, but I understand your point. Say it with me. I don't think so, but I understand your point. Again smoothly. I don't think so, but I understand your point. Nice. I like it because it's simple and clear. All together. I like it because it's simple and clear. Again. I like it because it's simple and clear. Excellent. The reason is, it saves time and energy. Say it confidently. The reason is, it saves time and energy. One more time. The reason is, it saves time and energy. Perfect. That's why I think we should do it. With feeling now. That's why I think we should do it. Again. That's why I think we should do it. Amazing. Now let's build to something longer. Take a breath. I think learning English is important because it helps me connect with people around the world. Say it with me, one phrase at a time. I think learning English is important because it helps me connect with people around the world. Now all together. I think learning English is important because it helps me connect with people around the world. One more time smoothly. I think learning English is important because it helps me connect with people around the world. You're doing so well. In my opinion, practice is more valuable than perfection, and that's why I come back to English every day. Let's break it down. In my opinion, practice is more valuable than perfection, and that's why I come back to English every day. Now, flow it together. In my opinion, practice is more valuable than perfection, and that's why I come back to English every day. Beautiful. Again with confidence. In my opinion, practice is more valuable than perfection, and that's why I come back to English every day. Excellent work. Now, here's some self-talk. Say these with belief. I can share my opinions clearly. Say it. I can share my opinions clearly. Again, like you mean it. I can share my opinions clearly. I can express what I think in English. With confidence. I can express what I think in English. One more time. I can express what I think in English. I'm getting better every single day. Believe it. I'm getting better every single day. Again. I'm getting better every single day. You're doing great. Keep going. Now it's time for our question of the day challenge. I'm going to ask you some questions, and I want you to answer them out loud. Use the phrases we learned today. Don't worry if it's not perfect. Just try, okay? Let's go. Question 1. What do you think about learning English? Say your answer aloud. Use I think or I feel like. Take your time. Now say it again, but add a reason using because. Question 2. Do you agree that practice is important? Answer using I agree or I think so too. Good. Now add one more sentence explaining why. Question 3. What's your opinion about waking up early? Use in my opinion to start. Say it out loud. Now try again and make it a bit longer. Question 4. Someone says, I think English grammar is the hardest part. Do you agree or disagree? Use one of our disagreement phrases if you need to. Be polite and gentle. Excellent. Question 5. Why do you listen to EnglishSpeakEz? Give your reason using because or the reason is. Don't be shy. Say it proudly. Question 6. What do you think about this episode so far? Be honest. Use any phrase we learned today. Good. Now say it again and add one more detail. Question 7. Do you think it's okay to make mistakes when learning? Share your opinion. Use I feel like or I think. Perfect. Now add that's why and finish your thought. Question 8. What's your opinion about practicing English every day? Start with in my opinion and explain your thinking. Take your time. Great. Now say the whole thing again with more confidence. You did it. Every single answer you gave, even if it felt difficult, was progress. You're building fluency right now, one word at a time. Okay, my friends, let's bring it home. Today, you learned how to express simple opinions in English. You learned phrases like I think, I feel like, and in my opinion. You learned how to agree politely with I agree with you, and I think so too. You learned how to disagree gently with I don't think so, and I'm not sure about that. And you learned how to give reasons using because and the reason is. These are real phrases. Native speakers use them every single day, and now you can too. Here's what I want you to remember. Mistakes mean progress. Every time you try, even if the words don't come out perfectly, you're improving. Your brain is learning. Your confidence is growing. So here's your challenge for tomorrow. Listen to this episode again. Pick one section and shadow it. Say the sentences out loud with me. Then, at some point during your day, practice giving one opinion in English, maybe to yourself in the mirror, maybe in a comment online, maybe to a friend. Just one opinion. Use one of the phrases we learned. Picture yourself tomorrow. You're in a conversation. Someone asks what you think. And this time, you don't freeze. This time, the words come. You say, I think, or in my opinion, and you share your thought clearly. You can see it, right? That's going to be you. Because you're practicing. Because you're building this skill. You're building fluency one word at a time. Every day you're getting better. Keep believing in yourself. Keep showing up. Keep practicing. I'm so proud of you for being here today. This is Joey from EnglishSpeakEz. Thank you for learning with me. I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, keep speaking, keep trying, and keep being amazing. Take care, my friends.